Welcome back to Every Other Carl. I'm Carl, and today I want to show you my process for sealing the edge of a laminate countertop. If you ever worked with laminate or Formica countertops, they're usually a laminate over an MDF or particle board like this. And if any water gets behind that laminate, then usually it'll soak into the particle board and it's going to swell. You'll see something like this. So I'm working on my new kitchen and I'm putting in laminate countertops, and I want to prevent this sort of bulge from happening at the ends of my counters. Whatever brand of countertop you're buying, you're going to be able to get one of these end cap kits. That's a strip of laminate that you can iron on to the end. And it's going to help prevent water from getting in to some degree. It just mostly just makes it look better. But in my opinion, it's not enough to prevent water from really getting in there and causing this buckling or bulging. So before I put this on to the end of my counter, I want to seal the particle board, and I'm going to do that with a diluted wood glue and a couple coats of latex paint. I'll show you what I mean. So I have some wood glue here, and I'm mixing it with water. I'm doing about a 2-to-1 or maybe even 1-to-1 mix of water to glue. I want as much glue as possible because this is a very porous surface here, and it's going to drink up a lot of glue. I also want to avoid this mixture actually causing it to swell, but if I put it on and there's enough glue there, it's not going to really drink in too much and cause too much damage. It'll mostly stay towards the surface, and when it dries, it'll seal those pores. I'm using a paintbrush to apply the thick glue mix. I'm applying it generously and making sure it gets into every pore of the particle board. I'll leave a link in the description to the glue that I'm using if you're curious. Alright, I let that wood glue dry, and now I'm going to paint it with 2 coats of latex paint. I have this semi-gloss Zinsser paint. I'm going to go 2 coats of that along the edges. One additional step you could do at this point would be to use an oil-based primer or a shellac before adding the latex paint. If this were MDF and not particle board, I would definitely suggest skipping the wood glue and just using an oil-based primer or shellac before the latex paint. But for my purposes here, I'm just making sure that the paint gets into every pore so no water can actually get in. Alright, I did 2 coats on here. Now I'm going to take the masking tape off before it's completely dry so that I can wipe off anything that snuck underneath it onto the counter surface. I'll leave a link to the paint as well as some shellac and primer suggestions in the description. Alright, the paint is all dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this end cap. This is a piece that comes from Stretta, who makes this countertop. Goes on here. Usually these things iron on. This one has just a self-stick tape. So I'll cut it to size, fit it in there, and then stick it on. This end piece goes on great with the provided 3M tape backing. It just requires a little cutting and gentle sanding to get it nice and smooth. Alright, coming back, it's actually a few months later, and the counter is holding up great. We've spilled water on here, and absolutely no buckling has happened or no expansion. This little end decorative piece is stuck on there really well. I wanted to show you another spot in the kitchen where I finished a piece of countertop and didn't use this end piece. I'll show it to you here. Alright, the other spot is here, right where the sink countertop butts up against the stove. I just pulled the stove away a little bit. Normally this would be completely hidden. I didn't think it was worth the money to buy another one of those little end pieces and stick it on here when it's going to be completely hidden. What I did was the same process, that diluted wood glue, painted it in there, and then 2 coats of that latex paint. And the third thing that I did was add a little bit of silicone. I just took some of silicone caulking and smeared it along here, and that added another layer of waterproofing. This has, again, been a couple months. As you can imagine, plenty of water comes out of the sink, splashes this direction, and water splashes out of pans that we're using, and kind of tries to seep its way in there, but absolutely nothing has happened. This is perfectly smooth. We haven't had any bulging, any ingress of water. It's done great. The other spot is the sink here itself. When I cut the hole out of the countertop, I treated it with the wood glue and then put the sink in, and it's sealed really well with silicone, and no bulging in here as well. As you can tell, a lot more has happened to the kitchen since I filmed that initial part of the video. Adding the whole countertops in here. That I'm going to show in the next video. That includes leveling the base cabinets to make sure that the counter stays perfectly level all the way around the kitchen. Installing those base cabinets to the floor, shimming it, that whole process, that's going to be in the next video as well. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. All right, but that's pretty much going to do it for this video. If you like the video, like the video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you see a way that maybe you've done this better yourself, you have an idea, a suggestion for the next person, leave that in the comment section as well. Until next time, I'm Every Other Carl, and I'll see ya.